What's up, guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Elden Ring Kita Edition! Alright, back here at Leyndell. As I talked about last time, we pretty much explored the eastern side of it for the most part, or down that way. A lot of that is explored. So now I'm going to be going down to essentially the dungeon area. And while I wait for this elevator, let me pull up some comments from a couple episodes ago. No, wait, what the? Now my app's not working. Oh, awesome. The moments I had it prepared, my time to shine, and I messed it all up. Andrew Carlson saying, not that bit in now, that bit in the Ordavis Greysword about the primordial gold was interesting. To me, saying that red and gold were mixed in the times of the Crucible, it may be signifying the influence of multiple outer gods at once. Maybe order plus chaos, frenzied flame, and greater will. Not sure, just some thoughts I had. Thanks for an awesome video. Thanks for the thought. I don't want to delve too much into that theory just because of the outer gods thing, and we haven't gotten there in the game yet, but I think for everyone watching, which I assume most people who have gotten this far and know what you're talking about, I just wanted to raise that to light because I found that an interesting thought, and I feel like the colors and what all the colors are, we've been shown that it matters a lot, like when someone has gold eyes, when they have red eyes, whatever color, or purple eyes, or whatever it may be. So I think it's well worth thinking about it. I just realized I have 56,000 runes that I should have used. I am a moron. Oh well. Who needs runes, am I right? Who needs levels? Alright, that looks like it's probably death, but you know what? That's what rainbow stones are for. Which, another fun comment. Hold on, let me see. That's... What? It lived? What? Rainbow stone, you failed me! Alright, I'm gonna quick cut it. Okay, I'm back with a comment from Yuki Desato, RS. Regarding Margit in front of Stormveil, I think he was guarding Godric from you, since he knows how absolutely weak Godric is. Is it implied later on that Margit was slaying Tarnished to keep them afar from the Elden throne? Yeah, I'd agree with that assessment. I think that's correct, and that's why, again, I mean, correct, whatever. Not like I'm the say all of it, but yeah, that sounds right to me. And then again, like, that's why he's out here, is just hate those Tarnished, man. Can't have these damn Tarnished taking power, taking control. Black bow. Cool. Let's take a look at the black bow. Long bow carved from black wood to resemble a blade, one of the most difficult bows to master. The blade-like body of the bow is light and cuts through the air, though a long bow can be wielded similarly to a short bow. Nice. That is cool. Okay. Yeah, so that's the area where I killed the tree spirit. And down there is going to be the dungeon I'm going to have to go through at some point. Just trying to see if I can run along all of these houses. I might end up going backwards through this area, I guess. Kind of curious. Because I don't... Oh, God. Okay. That's kind of lucky, actually, that I hit that guy. Oh, I guess this is just going to be a thing to go back up, I think? I don't know. I guess I'll see. Wow, this is just like lightning strike. Gilded foot soldier cap. Okay. Clarifying boluses. And all that for those guys. I feel like that ladder... Maybe it goes up to that... It might go up to that shortcut where that other side of grace is, I'm thinking. I feel like it's something like that. Stone sword key. Very nice. But then again, I feel like you have to go through the sewer for that, so... Guess I'll see. Oh, okay, so it is. It is the one that goes right to the site of grace, so... Alright, we're back at site of grace that's up there. The reason I'm not going through, though... Even though I should be using my runes, is... then I'd have to kill all these guys again, And it's just like, why deal with the hassle? Even though I'm taking a risk with all the runes I'm holding. Why deal with that hassle? Know what I'm saying? Okay, so now we're gonna have to deal with some zombies. A whole lot of them, in fact. I don't remember where the trigger that brings them back to life is, but I mean, it might be just like right here, picking up this. Okay, he did start standing up after I picked it up, but there might have been another guy standing up before him who was triggered first, so I'm still not sure if it was picking it up that triggered or just standing over there. But now we have the zombie attack, which, alright. Doesn't really matter. It's more just a hassle more than, like, difficult, I think. Alright. These guys are spirit ones. Let's take them out. Thanks. Another stone sword key. Wow. 2 stone sword keys in a row. That's nice. Smithing stone 4. I don't need that. Get out of here. That was nothing I wanted. I'm gonna murder everything. I'm so angry about it. You got in the way of my fury and frenzy. I know more zombie guys are gonna be around here. Gravelstone. Where are they at? Oh, okay, there's one. Gravelstone again being the ancient dragon related thing, where they assume that the Gravelstone was what gave them their immortality. It's kind of funny to put it that way when it's like, immortal in what way? Because clearly they're dead now. Although, it could just be in the sense of like they're immortal to the death through time. Maybe it's immortal in that way. But it is kind of weird to call something immortal that's died. I think, at least. So I say. Hey, what's up there? Oh, that's right. I guess this will probably wrap back around to it somehow. There's an enemy in here that I'm looking for. There it is. I couldn't see you. I mean, I thought I saw something over there, but I thought there might have been another enemy in my head, in my brain. Crap. Oh, dang. He almost got me there. I mean, he did get me, but I wasn't sure if it'd be a death or not. Cracked pot. What a crackpot, man. What a crackpot. Let me jump up there. All right. I thought it would work. Why didn't it? One of these is going to be a way to go down. There it is. How do you get into that window? How do you do? Rats, do you know? Oh, no! Oh, God. Yeah, these rats. These rats, man. They pain me so much. Alright, at least I can roll and kill it with a roll hit. That's good to know. Also, I'm going to throw my lantern. Lantern, please. Hefty beast bone. Golden rune 8. And this is where I fell down earlier. If you recall, last episode, I briefly fell down there. Grabbed the thing and just warped out. Here's the area, so you have it in your head. I'm just going to do some rolling in case there's an illusory wall I never found. Which, you know, who knows? Who knows? Okay. Oh! Another rat. There. That worked out surprisingly okay. And then we have a bunch of the hands that could be Rykard related. Strange that they would be here since he's blasphemous. I've been trying to think a lot about exactly what went down in Leyndell, and just based on the enemies that we find here. The golem guys who are basically the valiant gargoyles. That's what they are. The valiant gargoyles. Those guys are related to Malekith of the Black Blade, and Malekith is pro-America. So, or at least he helps America out. Maybe that's the better way to put it. But it's odd that there be so much of Rykard's stuff here when Rykard was anti-Erdtree, right? And he would have been fighting against them. I mean, again, the capital's kind of like falling apart here, but you still do have Margit, who's been defending it. So, Lost Ashes of War, Somber Smithing Stone, and I don't believe there are any Somber Smithing Stone 4. I think it's really for the Lost Ashes of War. That's really they get here, but up to the left there, that's, you can see that ladder there. That's where I was last episode. So this is going to be that top path that it's now going to. So, anyways, just wanted to point that out, just to help kind of map things out and where things are in this dungeon related to the above ground, the above lands. Rollies, anythings. All right. You know what? All right, whatever. I'll let them fall on me. These guys are like medium-sized too. They're not like big. It's interesting that they're medium. All right, come on, come on, come on. There. It's like they're not totally small. They're small-ish. Somber Smithing Stone 4, Poison Bone Dart. So yeah, like the fact that there's Rykard hands in the dungeon. If it is again Rykard related, when Rykard is blasphemous, he's anti the Golden Order. But Margit, you know, I guess it's interesting because the Golden Order, in a way, it's like calling the Tarnished to come, and that's kind of what you're told. But then Margit's very, very pro Erdtree, and basically just doesn't think that a Tarnished could be an Elden Lord, I think. But like, anyways, the thing that I'm trying to get to is that these things are creepy and that they're actually really, really strong if they grab you. That's what I'm trying to get to here. Just watch out for these guys, because they are rough. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to get to is just the various alliances here and what the various creatures and enemies in the capital represent. So this right here, as I was talking about last episode, would appear to be one of the Valiant Gargoyles, the Blackblade Kindred, or the Kindred, essentially, that we were fighting earlier. Again, they are related to Malekith. Malekith, and they serve Malekith, to my understanding. Malekith served America. So they're guarding the capital here. But why would they be guarding the capital kind of alongside Rykard stuff is odd to me. And that is the conundrum I'm trying to work out in my head. Earthsteel Dagger, I'm going to want to take a look at in a second. Let me just make sure nothing drops down on me. Okay. I feel satisfied for now. Earthsteel Dagger. An Earthsteel Dagger with a grass crest engraved upon its blade, carried by the Erdtree royalty for self-defense in times of peace. Though forged to a high standard, the weapon is difficult to wield. Attack power also scales with faith. That does bring to the question if this guy right here that we looted it off of was an Erdtree royalty guy, and why he's in the dungeon if he was a noble and royalty. Why would he be in the dungeon unless something went so wrong? I mean, they were besieged, but that would make it seem like they lost the siege when they were besieged. And they didn't hold the line to whoever they were fighting against if the royalty were thrown in prison. I know some of you probably worked this out better than me at this point, and I haven't watched a single lore video on this, which I know is kind of my bad, but at the same time, I am going to be working on lore videos for Elden Ring, and I don't like being influenced by other lore videos, which is why I don't watch them until after I've finished, because sometimes people get things wrong, and this is myself included, and people will take those things and run with them as if they're canon. Those things that are potentially wrong, and I don't want to add to that. And I also, part of it is also I like putting together the puzzle, and I also like putting the puzzle together through these Let's Plays with you guys. I find that more fun than at this point. When I first watched my first ever Dark Souls lore video, it blew me away, and I was like, oh my god, there's so much going on in this game I didn't catch, and I really enjoyed that process of watching those videos. But now I guess I'm more at the point where I enjoy doing it on my own, or like with you and like more like a community aspect and collective aspect, as opposed to someone just telling me what it is, which I know is basically what I do in a sense, but it's because I had a reason. I enjoyed watching those videos in the past, and I'd still like watching them. I have nothing against them, which is why I make them, but and yeah, the lore videos I make, by the way, at least for the time being, they're going to be for GameSpot. But that's why I'm sure some of you are a little further ahead in this discovery than me, as I've been now finally piecing together all the item descriptions, going through that process, and really seriously thinking about which enemies are where and why are they where they are, and what does that mean, and what does this enemies actually represent for where they're at. As I've been delving deeper and deeper into the item descriptions and that aspect. So, Dragon Wound Grease. Yes, give me that grease. Oh, so good. Yeah, it's better to tackle this area from this back part here, because you kind of get to go on the backhand side of these guys and you don't get as ambushed by them. Granted, you can just run through, but I think it's actually a boon to do it this way. You serve yourself better. Yeah, because there's a lot of these guys here, and you can very easily get ambushed by them. So, that's my advice. Then again, like, it takes longer, so it's really just for this portion that it's nice. Yeah, I mean, there's some nobility right there, I think, or at least there are Erdtree followers hanging out there that aren't in the dungeon. And clearly, like, those guys who I've been fighting are pro Erdtree guys, so the dagger could have been stolen, you know, that's like a possibility too, but why would it be there in the dungeon with the person? Alright, so we're now back at this center site of grace. I still haven't found that item, and there's a well that I want to go to, but I think I can get to it later. But that's pretty much that part of the dungeon taken care of. There's a major giant dungeon that I'm only going to briefly go to here. Again, I'm not resting at the site of grace because it's a bad idea. I'm not resting at the site of grace because it's gonna bring back all the enemies, even though I have now 70,000 runes. That's okay. I'll deal. I'll figure it out. And if I die, I die. You know, it's my fault. My own fault. I'm gonna use this dragon statue to run across and get some gravel stones off of it. The fact that there's gravel stones over it is odd for two reasons to me. Well, I guess for one thing, it would make it seem like this is a petrified dragon and not a statue that was in the middle of attacking the capital or something and got petrified in the middle of it. But the fact that it's littered with gravel stones is odd, because gravel stones are they have a lot of value. So you'd think that a lot of the enemies or like characters here would have been mining this thing for its gravel stones. So I find it weird that you'd even find a single one on it. I mean, I get the idea of like they're giving you it because it's on a dragon, but again, it's pretty damn valuable of a resource. Like, it's used for weapons, and you'd think that Leyndell or whoever would just have mined it up by now. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just a slight oversight, I guess, but that's just what I think would have gone down. Yeah, I'm actually right by another site of grace, so... Oh, whoops. Who needs to heal when you can use your telescope? More gravel stone. I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss anything. Although, again, I'm right by a site of grace. Oh, hey you. I actually really got lucky that you missed me with that stab. Golden rune 11. 11! Yeah, there's going to be a couple areas I'm going to want to drop down, and obviously I want to try to go across there for that item that I missed. Here's my site of grace. This is the one that I actually want to rest at. Alright. And there's the big dungeon that I have to find the correct drop-off for. Alright, what will strength give me here? 60. I'm gonna go with another intelligence. I don't know. Whatever. I think I'm doing okay. It might be stupid, but I'm still gaining defense for the intelligence, so there is that. Another Blackblade Kindred over there. Once you kill him, he stays dead, so that's something that's worth noting. And I think there's a page down here. Ooh, Cane Sword. Alright, cool. This is a nobility-related thing as well. Yeah, you can start to tell that I'm starting to like know these item descriptions a little better because I am still going through all of them. This is what I'm doing, and most of my time is going through all the item descriptions, writing them out. So like every day I should have a little more knowledge. But on top of doing this and discussing with you guys, beloved sword of an aged knight whose last quest was long behind him, repurposed into a walking stick. The tip is rather worn. Though bent of back and without the brawn required even to raise the sword aloft, still he wished to meet his end with weapon in hand. I'm wrong, it was not nobility related. It's an aged knight thing. Comes with this skill square off. But, alright, so it was found on this guy, so you have to assume that that character is that person who died with it. I guess you don't have to assume that, but it raises that possibility. Alright, so remember how I was talking about the door down there that we couldn't open yet? This is that opening for that door, which I will get in a moment. You gotta back off, son. You gotta back off, son. Still need to get down to that thing. So, basically, it opens the door that's literally right below me. So you can see where those knights are, and this is the back area that it leads to is right there, which is a very, very fascinating area that we'll probably get to this episode. I almost don't want to. I'm afraid because I don't fully know what's going on with it yet. Fully speaking, I have like some thoughts, but I wouldn't say I've fully figured it out, and that's where I'm like, I wanted to before I got to it, but that's all right. It'll end up being a discussion. I really thought there was a page down here, so I'm a little surprised I'm not finding him. I think I could have just jumped off there, by the way, but there's a better jump off point for it. Let's see. Well, that's my death. I'm trying to figure out how exactly I get to that thing to jump down there and what the best path is. Huh. I mean, if I jump off there from the top, maybe that's the way. Jump from there down to there, then onto it, then that. That might be the path. Alright, I'm gonna try to get this guy to come on his own without waking up the other guys, who will probably try to buff him, I would guess. Okay, fine. He doesn't want to wake up. Can I just walk right past him? Actually didn't know that. Alright, hopefully they're still doing their thing, tooting their horns about the phantom tree, so that's good. Whoa, haha, that was pretty sick. Nice. I'm actually doing this for the slow heal. Come on, you can make it up here, I know you can. Damn. Nearly a one-hit kill though. Oh, the page is in that lower spot, right down there. Yeah, I think actually the knife is this little sword thing. I think that's actually one of the ones I'm the worst at not getting hit by. Whereas this axe, because it's slower, it's a little easier for me to read. Whoa. Almost messed up there. Pretty big. Nope. Oh, I was early. Alright. Nope. Nope. Ah! The double hits. I wasn't in close enough to him since I was trying to heal. There we go. Oh, no! I didn't realize I was going to be... I don't remember the patterns, so in the specific attacks. This one will be fine, though. I can get him there. And nope. Nope. Alright. Uh-oh. Nope. Hey, get closer, please. Oh, shit. He didn't do as big of a wind-up as I thought he was going to do. Hey, come on, man. Stop it with over there. I don't want you to... This is a one-on-one fight. Why you gotta be like that? What are you doing? All you gotta do is use those wings of yours. You kindred. Really? Oh. Ah, yeah, that one's a lot more powerful than his yell. Oh god. Oh god. Come on. I know that you got it in you. Gee, damn. Like running low just because he keeps on getting me with those far attacks I'm not properly predicting. Alright. Luckily he swung a little high there. Nope. That was almost really crap. Uh-oh. He might kill me here since I went for the heal when I shouldn't have. No! Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Oh, no! I got greedy, and it almost didn't work out for me. Alright. Black Blade Kindred guy is done. We get the Gargoyle's Halberd form. Alright, so I guess Gargoyles is technically the term for them, but a lot of them are called Kindred as well. Gargoyle's Halberd. Bronze halberd wielded by valiant gargoyle. Just like the wielder, the missing parts have been mended with corpse wax, a patchwork of champions. And hopefully, again, those guys who are spewing fire, you can see that this is the same type of thing as those. Oh, did he kill some of them for me? I guess he did. Get another golden seed at the capital. I'm actually curious how many I have. 2. Okay. This is going to be where the page is. This is the area I was thinking of with him. Even more dangerous than a valiant gargoyle, a page. Alright, at least now he can't, like, dodge away. Perfumer's bolts. Oh, interesting. I guess he was a perfumer page. Even worse. Even worse. Oh, man. I'm here. I should do it. Okay, alright. Let's have a discussion about this area in just a moment, but pay attention to it. It is here in the in Leyndell, right? So just yeah, this area is really important. I'm just gonna put it that way. It's very, very important. Until we walk in. I was really hoping to do all that other stuff, but you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. Also, there's some things on the side here I want to grab first. Oh, I almost didn't see that dog. I want to get that, for example. And I want to see if running up this tree... Oh, yeah, this tree is just another way to go. Well, let me see something with the tree first. Sorry. I'm not running away from talking about it, I promise. I just wanted to check something out. Because I think, yeah, that just rolls right back down. Also, over this way is where, see that over there? That's where Goldmask is hanging out, I think. Yeah, you can see him there. He's looking up at the tree, so that's going to be the new spot for them. Granted, they haven't showed up on my map yet. And then right down there, this is where if I just kept on going forward, this is the area if I keep going forward, and that will take me to a little Coliseum area that people are thinking might be a DLC-related thing. But that, I think, is... I thought there was like a little bit something else on one of the platforms to the side. Anyways, don't worry, I'm going back to it. We're gonna take the Coliseum stuff later, since this area is first. I'm not gonna wuss out of talking about it, even though I don't fully know everything going on. I'm not going to. Not going to. Not me. Not I. But first I do want to look at the perimeter. Make sure I get everything. I think... Okay, so to the right here, this is that door again. This is that giant entrance, and the back side of it. I'm going to take out this guy. Oh yeah, there's a whole area to the side too, which has even more stuff actually related to Rykard. Oh god, this was actually a bad idea as it turns out. Maybe I should be coming back here. I kind of want to take care of it. Why have you got such good aim? What's with that? You're good at your job. That's not cool. Uh-oh. I'm like... Yeah, I need to Go inside. Go inside. Alright, I'm just gonna go inside. It'll progress me anyways, so. Alright, have fun with this. Hopefully I don't think there's any enemies inside that I recall. Alright, let's see if you recognize this. Does this ring a bell where we might have seen Fia and Dialos dead? Or not Dialos, excuse me. Fia with D. D was dead here with Fia over him. And walking a little bit further, why this is where Hugh is, right? This is the room that Hugh Smith's in. And speaking of which, a hammer. What does the hammer say? Alright, let's look at the hammer now. Just a general basic hammer. That I thought would be right here with the battle hammers, and I thought wrong. I was like, oh, that was a quick find. I got it pretty quickly. I did not. Here it is. Hammer comprised of a large stone affixed to a metal handle. Originally a blacksmith's tool, like Blacksmith Hugh. The art of smithing is said to have originated among the giants. This weapon's striking attack boasts ample weight behind them. No, it makes me wonder if Omen are related to the giants in some way, and maybe that's why they're so hated. Because a lot of them are pretty big, too. Not that they look like giants, they don't, but... Sanctified Wet Blade. Another smithing-related thing, so... I just had a thought, actually. Well, I'm going to look at the Wet Blade first, but... Sanctified Wet Blade with a cipher engraved can be used as a whetstone knife. When applying an affinity using physical or golden type ashes of war, an additional affinity of sacred or lightning can be chosen, so golden order related stuff to it. What I was thinking was that the blacksmiths we know of in this game are Blacksmith E.G., who is a giant offshoot, basically, because he's a troll, who are related to the giants, and then Hugh is the other one. Those are the only two blacksmiths I can think of in the game. So, and since it's an art that was developed by giants, maybe that does mean omens are somehow related. Since he's forever meant to. Alright, this is Deathbed Fia's room now. I guess the mirror isn't here that you can use to change your appearance, but yeah, straight up Deathbed Fia's room here. When I realized what was going on here, I got chills. It was like that moment in Bloodborne. Right? It's like, I don't want to say it in case people haven't played it here, but it's like that moment in Bloodborne. I was just like, oh my god, what is going on? It was that kind of chills. I was wondering if they'd do something like that, but... Alright, by my sword gesture. That one, I don't know what's going on there. But, alright. Hero's Rune. Oh, I thought there was like a Deathbed Fia related item on here. Now I'm confused because I really thought that was the case, but let's look at Hero's Rune. There were once heroes who walked in battlefields abundantly blessed by their tree itself, who upon earning their honor simply died. I really could have sworn I picked up a Deathbed Fia related item in here. And now this is driving me crazy. I don't know why I'm not finding it. I could have sworn I found one. Maybe it was actually it could have been downstairs that I found it. So let's head down. Oh shit. Damn it. Okay. That's fine. We're gonna go to this backside first, anyways. What is in the fire here? Looking at the fire, that's still going, interestingly. Two Fingers Prayer Book. Alright, so definitely Golden Order related if it's Two Fingers. Let me look at my key items. So you can learn Lord's Heal and Lord's Aid. I gotta look up what those item descriptions are because I want to find out exactly what you would learn from these ones. Prayer book containing incantations of the Two Fingers. An item once entrusted to tarnished worthy of leadership. And then here in this spot, Black Key Bolt. Probably nothing really interesting on that one, but I'm going to take a look just because of this area. The intricate spiral tip bores deep, injecting scarlet rot far into the flesh of his target. Bolts used by Creepus' Black Key crossbow, an assassin's tool of exquisite craftsmanship. Something I've been talking about way earlier on is the Round Table Hold is the name of the area, right? But They refer to you going to the Round Table Hold, and yet when you look at this area, it's called the Table of Lost Grace. So it's not actually called the Round Table Hold, it's called the Table of Lost Grace. So I think, you know, basically this is the actual Round Table Hold here, right? Hey, there's another noble here, or another one of these guys. Oh, a bunch of them. Oh, hey, don't kill me, please. How did I get my health back? I thought my healing ran out. So that's, oh wait, that's right. I had the item equipped. Ah, that's right. Okay. Yeah, so there are a couple of these guys here, but yeah, so we are in the Round Table Hold now. The actual Round Table Hold. Or at least the original Round Table Hold, and maybe they shifted it for Tarnish to some other spot that only Tarnish can go to or something like that. That has a spell on it where you can't attack people or something. So, but I kind of think of it, at least in my head, like this is the real Round Table Hold. So, here is that's the outside entrance right there is the guy I was fighting against. I'm gonna go get a sight of Alberic's pointed hat, Alberic. Let's look at the Alberic set for him. Mad Tongue Alberic's pointed hat, a sign of heretical practitioner. Mad Tongue. Alberic was an aloof yet disturbed heretical sorcerer said to have been driven mad by jeering tongues during his service to the Round Table Hold long ago. So he served the Round Table Hold. Here he is. Set with a red glintstone said to be formed by the blood of sacrifices. Strengthens thorn sorcery. Alberic's robe, Mad Tongue Alberic's robe. He was aloof yet disturbed heretical sorcerer said to have been driven mad by jeering tongues. Anything else with there? No, but Alberic, if you remember, is Taunter's tongue. I thought this was had something with Alberic to do in it, the name of it. I thought it was like called Alberic's tongue. But I'm assuming these are the tongues that are referred to, lures in invaders. So I have to assume that's what they're referring to, is maybe he just like went mad doing invasions or something. Perhaps that's the idea here. Let me look at it again. A sign of a heretical practitioner. He was an aloof yet disturbed sorcerer said to have been driven mad by jeering tongues during his service. All right, Sight of Grace, where are you? Smithing Stone 5. I'll take it. Thank you. And there is the Sight of Grace along with a painting. This one I actually haven't found, the Flightless Bird painting. And for some reason I thought it was really related to Stormveil. Oh, wait a second. I think I know where this is now. Hold on a second. Wait. I'm trying to bring out my binoculars. Because I kept on thinking it was Stormveil, but like... Okay, I can't see as well with that. What if I put on my lamp? Oh, no. Okay, so... Basically, that thing to the right, on the bottom right... Yeah, and the fact that the Erdtree is so close, I don't know why I kept thinking this was in Stormveil. I guess I didn't realize I'd found it here. So the bottom right there, that looks like that tower that I went to a few episodes ago. Right before going into the outer wall. So I'll have to look for this one. Alright, I guess might as well rest. There's no reason not to, since I need to get my stuff back anyways. Oh wait, what is the name of the rest here, too? Fortified Manor. First floor. So this is referred to as the Fortified Manor, I guess, not the Round Table Hold, but again, I still think it's just this is the Round Table Hold, the original one. Can you? I think this door is actually a way to leave and go to a different port. This will basically take you back up to here, the Divine Bridge. I'm pretty sure, but I'm gonna go there a little later. First, I'm gonna take care of all this stuff. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, actually I'll take care of the left side here and then I'll run back up, actually. So, might as well do it that way. Wow, I can't see crap. Yeah, I figure better to just fight this dude. Oh my god, wow, that did not work out for me. Okay. How about that? Oh yeah, something I want to talk about too is like the fact that you can never leave. I always wonder where the doors went to, and now you kind of know why, is because they're the exit doors. That's why, and there's probably no exit. It's probably just kind of like a nebulous thing that you're in when you go there. So, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but at least that's like the way I'm interpreting it. Oh, God. Why did you do that, Kita? No! Crap, crap, don't die. Please, please, please don't die right now. I want to get my stuff back. Crap, 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 crap. What am I doing? What is wrong with me? No. Oh my God. There we go. This is what I wanted, so that way if I die, it's all good. I won't lose my runes. Alright, get out of here, man. What? You guys with your ganking tactics. Seriously. Uh-oh. It's like, that's probably death. Wow, I'm getting wrecked by this guy. I mean, it's the truth. I'm just getting straight up wrecked. Alright. Wait, you dropped something? Gravel stone seal. Gravel stone seal. Let's take a look at it. It will be with my seals, probably. Sacred seal made from gravel stone, thought to be an ancient dragon scale, enhances dragon cult incantations of the royal capital. The worship of the ancient dragons does not conflict with belief in the Erdtree. After all, the seal and lightning itself are both imbued with gold. Oh, that's funny. Oh, I was wondering about that with the coloration. I thought about that and I didn't say anything, and now I wish I had, where I was like, they are both the same color, which is interesting. And color is so, like, important in this game. And there you go. It actually is okay. Because, like, hey, you know what? They're the same colors. So it's, like, kind of the same thing, right? Like, that logic is awesome. Okay. Alright, so that left area is going to be eventually how I'm going to piece out. But there are a whole bunch of things I missed in the main area that I still have to go back and get. Also, I need to go get my runes. Gravel stone here. Gravel stone there. Gravel stone everywhere. Alright, first I'm going to go back up here and get my runes. That's order number 1. I thought that there would be an enemy up here, but I guess not. I'm not an enemy, an item. But there was an item in this, so I'll get that. And then to the top right, there's an item that's kind of annoying to get, but yeah, I think it's like a perfect jump. So that's why I'm calling it a little annoying to get. Yeah, this area, again, it's like interesting because what we're going to find there is definitely Rykard related. Smithing stone 6 and a stone sword key. Okay, yeah, you get so many stone sword keys here. I think I could be mistaken, but I think that's everything that we're gonna find on this side, and that's why I figured I might as well just go here and get it done. Just to get all the items, and I'll go back into the top to keep looking at the round table hold and everything that we can find there. So, back I go. Back I go. At least it's easy. So dumb of me to just fall right off. I just completely forgotten. But let's be shocked all over again. What the hell? I remember this. Oh my god. What is going on? Ah! Okay, I'm gonna grab it without falling off this time. Smithing stone 6. I'm still confused because I really thought there was a fear-related thing over to the left, but maybe I'm misremembering. I'm gonna have to look at my old footage. Alright. Here we are. The Table of Lost Grace. Rune Arc here. Okay. And let's go to the top part here. Why not? Look at that section. Smithing stone 5. You know what? Actually, I'm curious if the paintings are different or the same. So that would be Godric, I think. Wait, hold on. Godfrey. Excuse me. That would be Godfrey, because you can see his lion in the back there. That, I'm guessing, is Melania with the red hair. And since it's a female with red hair, unless it's Malekith, or not Malekith, excuse me, unless it's like Mikola, but it looks like a female, so I'm gonna go with Melania. There's Fia for some reason. I don't know why she'd have her own painting, and the Erdtree. I don't see anything up top. Let's go into the room with the 2 fingers, shall we? Let's see what's back here. I was like holding my breath when I did this. I was like, oh man, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be in here? Ah! Alright, no Enya the finger reader, and we have a throne in place with the coated sword. Alright, let's take a look at the coated sword. It is cool looking, that's for sure. Hidden sword once granted the tarnish of the round table by the 2 fingers. A formless cipher comprises its blade, which deals holy damage no shield can repel. Champions would gather at the round table past tense, in days long past, when the 2 fingers were masters of oration, their flesh yet full of vigor. So again, this being the true round table hold. Imbue the cipher blade with light, extending its length, then strike with a sudden sweeping attack. This attack cannot be blocked. So it really, to me, brings into question a lot of what is going on here. What is going on at the Table of Lost Grace? Again, you would think that someone like, even though he's the lord of it, but someone like Margit wouldn't be so anti-tarnish, so anti what you're doing. These kind of seems like he's pro Erdtree and Golden Order stuff, right? But so anti. So what exactly is really going on with the 2 fingers, and what exactly are they leading you to? And what is their true motive then? If you're in this different spot, and you've been being told that you're in the round table hold that entire time. At least that's what it makes me think about. I don't know. Okay, so here's Sir Gideon Offrey's room. 4-collar finger remedy. Nothing there. I don't think really worth thinking about. And, okay. What's over in Dung Eater's room? Oh, what do you know? It's another seedbed curse. What do you know? So, alright. Seedbed curse. Yeah, so really this area just raises lots and lots and lots of questions. You know what I should do? I don't know if I did before, but attack that throne to see if there's like some secret altar or something behind it. Just based on other things that's happened to me in the game that I've found. Look, another painting of Fia. That's probably Marika. Actually, I'm almost positive that's Marika by the pose. So, hey, that's actually what Marika looks like. I always wondered. Alright. Picture of Marika. I'm going to call it Marika. Pretty positive it is. And let me go ahead and attack that over there. Anything behind you? Oh, I broke the throne. Alright. What was the painting above? Oh, an Erdtree. Okay. Alright, one moment. Hey, what's up? I'm back. Back and ready to do this next section that we're going to go into, which is the other exit that was blocked off. So let me just go rest at the site of Grace. Which actually I could have just warped to. I didn't have to walk all the way back here. I kind of want to go find that painting now that I know where it is. Now that I recognize it, because yeah, I really thought I'd grabbed it in the Stormvale Castle, so that was what was throwing me off so much. Oh wait, I guess you can open this from the backside, that door or something. That's interesting. But I always thought this was the only way to get back here. Hey, look who it is, our friends, the Abductor Virgins. All right, we all love Abductor Virgins, right? Don't we? Isn't it everybody's favorite? All right, Abductor Virgins. And look, there's 2 of them, more friends. How exciting is that? All right, hooray. Abductor Virgin Day. But yeah, so Abductor Virgins, I think, are heavily associated with Rykard. I'm fairly certain that like it was Rykard and his Dominion that created them in the first place. So again, this is like another, if the hands are indeed Rykard related, it's like another Rykard related thing and Blasphemous related thing here. Pretty much right here, right? I mean, this is like, this is the spot, man. So, yeah. Okay, one of them taken out. Let's take out the other one, hopefully with no problems, and that way I can like like openly explore this area. Hopefully I'll get the inside there. Yeah, inside hurts him for so much more. Or her, or whatever. I mean, I don't know. Beast monster thing on the inside. You know, the red of it, too, that does seem very volcanic. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, he's gonna... Yeah, I thought it was gonna grab me there because I was rolling the wrong way. Because that hurt me so much. You hurt me so much. Okay. Oh, hey, lucky me. Get a free attack. Uh-oh. I thought I was gonna dodge right into him there for a second. What? Yeah! No! Oh, and I missed that, of course. Of course. Why you always gotta be so awful, abductor virgin? Yeah, nice. That's not so bad when you dodge it. Get a lot of hits in for that one. All right, so cool. Abductor virgin's taken out. In the middle of texting my wife. Stormhawk axe. Let's take a look at it. At least axes are kind of easier to find, I think, because they look so clear and obvious, and I don't have as many of them. And even still, okay, there it is. Battle axe designed to resemble a hawk with its wing comprising the blade. Signature weapon of warriors who strive to remain one with the storm, despite being so far from their place of birth. Keep on messing up my words. Their hearts are proud and thereby easily undone. Skill Thunderstorm. You know, all this storm stuff with the Stormhawks, remember how the Stormhawk Ashes like called out to Nefeli Lu? So, and then now we're finding another Stormhawk related thing. So, and Nefeli Lu is adopted by Gideon Ofnir, but we also know of another Lu, right? Which is the one from the intro. So, all this stuff is stuff worth considering, and keeping in mind. I think that Somber Smithing Stone is actually all that's over here on the side, so pretty sure those are all the items here in this spot. I'm pretty sure. Seems like it. So I feel like the Leyndell progress has been going a lot smoother than I thought it would be. When I first started yesterday, I was thinking in my head like, uh-oh, Leyndell. Uh-oh. And, you know, fortunately, it's been pretty okay. Because I feel like this area is done, so... and I'm almost out of time, so, for my 1 hour, so it's... You know what I should actually do that I just realized? Now that this is up top, I should probably go check to see if there's anything else underneath that appeared, because I never really looked for that. But anyways, now that this is here, we can use this we can use this to call it up. And, no. And yeah, now I've actually gotten back to the Divine Bridge. So this is that area that we warped to way back when we first saw Leyndell. So I'm gonna see if that I'm not quite sure what unlocks this seal here. So I'm gonna go see if this works just because I'm curious. Oh hey, let's do it. Now that it's working. It might have been me opening that thing that made that work. And we reach the Isolated Divine Tower. And check this out. Hey, so cool. So, there's the Erd Tree. So Leyndell's going to be over there. And a bunch of divine towers that we can see, and this other spot straight in front of me that's quite big, huh? But, oh yeah, and check that out. That is sick. You see that with the like floating stuff over there and all that with like a storm, almost like a tornado that's around. You see that from here, and yeah, so we've now found the isolated divine tower. That's where that was warping to. So I'm going to probably do some quick cut stuff here at this point, just because there's no reason for you guys to watch. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go check out the bottom, and I'll quick cut so you guys can see what the bottom is. First, I'll grab another level up, though, just because I can. So, and just, again, to show what I'm choosing. Again, I think I'm going to go ahead and go with... Oh, this would give me 2 more defense. I'm going to go with intelligence again. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and quick cut it. So I'll see you guys... Just, you'll get to see the base, too, what ended up there. So I'll show you guys that. All right, I am back, and as you can see, the base is just nothing. So that was what I wanted to show. Unfortunately, I can't warp right now because you can see the Abductor Virgin is on me, so I'm just going to go ahead and chug this and roll off. Then I don't lose my runes. How about that? Next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go get that painting, since I've been like wondering where it was for a while now. So might as well go grab it. So yeah, all right, let's go grab that painting. It's going to be somewhere around here because that highway lookout tower is what I was looking out at in that entrance. So see you guys in a moment. So I came to a realization, which is that I went down there and I was starting to run. I was like, wait, you're looking up here, but you're actually at the same height in the painting. If you look at the painting, where's my painting? So if we look at this painting, and I think the fact that it was so early on for Flightless Bird, that's why I was like, oh, it's like in between for some reason, this one that's the beginning of the game, and the Resurrection one. So that's why I was thinking it was the Stormveil painting. But that's what confused me with it, where I guess Prophecy's the Stormveil painting that you get. Anyways, I was realizing that you're actually higher up when you look at it, so that makes me think that maybe it's actually Windmill Heights that you warp from, and that's where you actually get the proper area to find where the painter was at. Especially since there wasn't really anything here, so that would give something here. There it is, yeah, and I was thinking, like, that would actually make more sense. So, there it is. All right. Fire's Deadly Sin. Nice, let's take a look at that one. Incantation originating from deeply ominous prophecy. Sets both the caster and the surrounding area ablaze with raging flames. The caster's body will remain engulfed in flame for a while, burning them and any who draw near. Charging enhances potency. The prophet despaired looking up at the Erd Tree, for soon the kindling would burst into flame, bringing ruin. The burning of the Erd Tree is the first cardinal sin. This is not the domain of mere men. Not the domain of mere men? And the burning of the Erd Tree is the first cardinal sin. So did it happen before? For soon the kindling would burst into flame, bringing ruin. Yeah, because they keep it's like the first cardinal sin, which makes me feel like it's happened in the past, and maybe that's where all the ash came from that was in here, is from a prior time, or prior like burning of the Erd Tree that led to some bad stuff, bad things happening. Okay, I'm gonna warp to the West Capital Rampart here and try to figure out how I get to the dungeon. But I guess that'll be for next episode. I'm looking at the time. Things I want to do next episode are going to be... Let's just look out here. I'm going to go ahead and figure out how to get onto that. Which, actually, I think you can do just by falling from there. But it might be death. I think I did that in the past and didn't get anything for it. But... that's going to be something I'm going to try, is going there, which I have to actually go all the way up there and around to get to. We're going to go to that Coliseum area. We're going to talk to Gold Mask. And I'm also going to find the dungeon of Leyndell. There's also a really interesting statue over there that we've heard about. It's one that was referenced to us before. It's right... Let me grab my telescope. It's right there. However, I can't do anything with it yet. But that is a very, very important statue and lore stuff going on there. That's the statue of Rykard. Or, wait. Rykard? Not Rykard. I was getting the wrong name. What's his name? The guy who married Renala. There. That guy. Whose name I'm blanking on right now. Who left to go marry Marika. So that's a statue of him. That's what's going on right there. All right. Anyways, at least, yeah. We'll find out more when we can. So thanks, guys, so much for joining. And I can't wait to see the discussion around this episode. And I will see you guys next time. Later, guys. Peace.